Morning, everybody. I scored some vintage silver today at Liberty Coin Service in Lansing. I had to go over that way anyway because I wanted to get some cracked chicken. There's a chicken place called Cracked Chicken, and the chicken there, they have to put crack in it or something because it's addicting. But I figured I'd show you what I got at Liberty Coin Service. I went vintage hunting and I found some stuff. This is the first item I got here, Constitution Mint. And I got a lot of stuff that I don't know what the heck it is. I got 9 pieces. Oh, and I wanted to show you a watch. I pulled out my old watch from storage. This is my Rolex Oyster Perpetual Date Just. I got this from the Rolex dealer downtown Portland back in around 2000, 2001 or something like that. And I paid $2,895 for it. Brand new with the box, paperwork, and all that stuff. I saved all that stuff. It's probably worth about the same now, but I think this model goes for around, I think between 7,000 and 8,000. I'm not sure, but it just shows that some things just go up over time. It's better to buy the stuff that you like when you want it, or whatever. Ramble. I was going to say that should be an outtake, but it's not going to be. I also built a watch. Also, check out how colorful this thing is. Probably cost me about $80 to build it. It's got a Seiko NH35 movement in it, and I just bought a dial, super colorful dial. I wanted something light and whimsy for summer, and so I picked out this stuff. I actually bought this strap for a different watch, but it ended up being too narrow, but it actually fit this. This came with a clear bracelet also, but it's got it's actually all clear, the case. So you can see all the movement and everything in there. Pretty cool. And I've been wearing this mainly, my $26 Casio from Amazon. But anyway, that's enough about that. This is the first piece I got. This is probably the least exciting. It's a Constitution Mint or a Crown Mint. I'm not sure. It's got the CM down here. It says Constitution Mint up there. But is there such a thing as a Constitution Mint? I don't know. Anyway, I got some weird stuff. I'm starting with the tame stuff first. I got 2 of these Millennium Sunshine Silver Eagles. Sunshine Minting. And I just saw these recently on Silver Bar Stacker's channel. But these, I remember people used to call these, what do they call them? I can't remember now. No, I can't remember. Something like Sunshine Eagles or something like that. I can't remember. Totally blanked out back in the old days. I did find this Worldwide Mint piece here. Un Onza Troy. Let me zoom in a bit so you can see it better. It's got the Worldwide Mint logo there below the 1985, and I can't find any information on this. I haven't really dug too deep in the stuff. But stuff I haven't seen before is usually pretty desirable because I've seen a lot of stuff over the 30 years I've been buying this stuff. And on the other side, it's like a clone of the Libertad. 1821 to 1921, and I'm not sure what that's supposed to represent. What happened in 1921 in Mexico? But I thought it was pretty cool. Never seen it before. It's in pretty good shape. It's got a little bit of smudging on it. Probably could come right off if I did the old dip ski. The next thing I got is a National Mint item. And this came in a capsule. I could probably take it out. Let me get it out of here. It's a Guam, USA souvenir. Maybe I can get it out. Or maybe they glued the capsule shut. It feels like it's glued shut. You will get out. There we go. I'm just curious if it's very scuffed up or not. Oh no, that looks like it was put in there when it was brand new. Just got that haziness. Like that, just that cloudiness. It's gross. This one, I think, will end up getting the dip treatment. And this will make it look absolutely like brand new. And it won't mess up the surface of it. But let me know if you know anything about this. Guam, USA, and on the other side, Souvenir of Guam. And this is from the National Mint of USA, of America, National Mint of America. I've never seen this one before. I also got a Goldway commercial bar. You don't see these very often. I got just a, is that frosted or pebble? Like a frosted back on it. They call it blank back. That one I did find in the book, actually. It's right here. This one, 034372. So it's less than 2,000 bars off from this one photographed here, and that's GW1 here. Goldway Refiners from 1981. It's got a serial number, it's blank back, and a $15 rarity value. So that was the first bar I got. The second bar I got, I'm trying to build up to the coolest to the last. One I can't find information on because it's not in any of my books that I can find. This is a Merry Christmas National Bar. And actually, I'm taking this out of the packaging because these national holiday bars just don't seem to have that super uber rarity value. And this one has got that ugly stuff on it. I don't know what it is. It's just a weird way of toning up. It's not like pretty toning, but this thing is just broke out of the mint capsule. So this one I will feature in a video doing the old dip, so you can watch me turn this into a brand new bar once again. But it's got a mouse holding a candy cane with some mistletoe or holly on it, and it's 1990. So I've got all the guidebooks of silver art bars. I got this is the one for vintage art bars, the 5th edition here by Archie Kidd. And I've also got the 6th and 7th edition because for National Mint, the 5th edition ends in 1989. And so I figured, well, the 6th edition picks up where that one left off, and this one doesn't have hardly anything in it. This edition is probably, this one and the 7th edition are probably the least useful guidebooks out of the three. Well, they're certainly the least useful out of the three, but I'm not sure if they're really worth the price. But anyway, the next item I got came in a flip. This is where I got it, Liberty Coin Service. And this one is a weird one that doesn't have a mint mark that I can find. It's a clone of the Britannia. And it's got this like oriental border around the edge, and on the other side, it's got some characters. It looks like Japanese characters on the top and bottom, then Farsi on the left and right. Is that Arabic? But I don't see a mint mark on it. So I'm not sure what the heck this thing is. There's no serial number around the reeded edge. There's no blank spot for the serial number. But the detail on this thing is really killer. Check out the ship in the background. Let me see if I can zoom in and make it look clear. The ship in the background is super detailed. So I don't know anything about this. And this is kind of got some schmutz on it. So this one I'll probably dip also. It doesn't have any cool toning to it, so I'm not worried about dipping some of this stuff. But I thought it was cool that it has Lady Britannia on it, holding the trident and the shield with the detail of that ship. That's really kind of cool. And then the last item I got, the best for the last, is I got a 1996 Ducati silver round. On the back, it's got performance, style, and sophistication. It's got the Desmo in the middle. This is for the inventor of the desmodromic valve system that the Ducatis in 1996 used. The Ducati 748, the Ducati 916, both, and the Ducati 888 and the Ducati Supersport, they all had desmodromic valves. So if you ever heard one start up and listen to it idle, it sounds like the engine is falling apart. It sounds like there's lifter rattle in it, but that's just how the valves work in those type of V-twin or the twin cylinder Desmos. The only reason I know so much about that is because I used to race against Ducati back when I used to race motorcycles. I raced Kawasaki, Honda, and I finished with Suzuki in superbike racing. And I am going to buy a Ducati, hopefully in the next year or two. I want to buy a 1995 or 96 Ducati 748 in yellow. I like the introductory body style. And I think those are going to be very collectible going forward. That unique 916 body style. The 748 looks exactly like a 916, except it's got a smaller motor. And I really wanted one because I rode one once when I used to race Formula motorcycles. And Formula is just like it sounds. There's a formula to the horsepower and weight. And the Ducati 748 came as close as possible to that power to weight restriction as you could get from the factory. Everything else had to be tuned, pretty much. But they're beautiful bikes, and I always wanted one. So that's the score from Liberty Coin Service. Oh, and let me show you what I paid for it. This is where they're at. I paid $37.84 per troy ounce. So the total was $302.72. So that's it. I haven't had much time to make videos lately. I've been busy. I've been I bought some tax liens in Florida a couple days ago, so I'm just learning about that and what to do next, what my next step is. I've already purchased the liens from the county, Highlands County, and now I've got to figure out what the next step is. So I'm just learning it. I just dipping my toe into buying tax liens. I bought tax deeds before, and the tax deed season's coming up, so I'm going to be buying property and liens and trying to make money, because I think there's going to be incredible opportunities coming up that we'll never have again in our lives. So anyway, I hope you guys are having an awesome day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Let me know if you know what any of this stuff is. Later.